Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, YouTube? You already know who it is. It's your boy, Diamond fucking Hoover. I'm back on my shit. I'm back on this shit, and I got a whole lot to talk to y'all about today, about myself, about yourself, about the world we live in, about your mental, about your physical, about reality, about literally everything that's been going on in my head, because I feel like I don't like dropping spiritual videos unless it's really coming from the core within myself. And I don't like dropping videos if I know I don't have a topic that's really been on my mind, that's been bothering me, something I can really talk about a whole lot, so I can hit a lot of points and stuff like that. But the first thing I want to start off is your mental, right? I know I talk about your mental a lot in a lot of your videos, and you wonder why I got a hat on and a hoodie on, and the house is fucking 29 degrees outside. It's cold as shit. I was going to go outside in nature for y'all. I was going to sit outside on my porch, my back deck, like I always do for y'all, but it's just too cold for all of that. So I just want to stay inside, and it's a little nippy in here. I don't know why they had the windows open, but that's besides the point. But your mental, right? I'm not going to lie. I love my mom and I love my dad to death. And I was talking to my grandmother, right? And she was telling me who your parents are all right, put it like this. Your mom has her own emotions. She has her own character. She has her own soul, and vice versa with your dad. So when those two people create another person, all of those negatives, those positives, the things that they don't like, the emotions that they go through, their anger problems, their flaws, their beauties goes into the thing that they created. Correct? So I have this thing where I have like really bad anger and like anxiety, but it's not anxiety to the point to where I'm nervous and shit. Like of course anxiety is nervousness, but it's not to where it's like I'm nervous, tweaking everywhere, little shit like that. So it's not like that at all. But it's like anxiety to where my heart rate might get up, or I might start getting anxious about little shit. Like, all right, like sometimes, like I told y'all, when I was smoking before and I had an anxiety attack, and I literally started panicking. I thought I was gonna die, so I thought it was over. But I have like this anxiety and this bad, like, not depression state, but I get real sad, and I really don't know what dictates that and what it really is. You feel me? But you really have to understand you are who your parents are. When you are dealing with yourself, you're dealing with your mom, you're dealing with your dad, and you're dealing with finding out who you are. So in between all of that, there's three people in one body. Technically, really speaking, if we're really being honest, because you have a side of your mom in you, a side of your dad in you, and then you also have to figure out who you want to be. You get what I'm saying? Because you can really, you can nobody knows your mom and your dad like you do. You can sit back and observe your mom and your father and understand, all right, they do this, and I see that in them is what's in me, and I don't like that. Only you have the choice to really dictate, all right, this is who I am. Nobody has control over yourself but yourself. And why I wanted to start off with your mental is because your mental is the strongest thing on your body. Your mental can kill you. Your mental can heal you. It's just as simple as that. Your mental can drive you crazy. These last 3 days I've been going through it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that everything's been perfect. Everything's been fine. Yes, I've been blessed. Yes, I've had plenty of opportunities to overcome stuff, and I'm still fighting my battles, but I'm not going to act like everything is perfect. But your mental is the only thing that really dictates everything. If you don't have control over your own mind, you will literally lose yourself. And especially in the world we in, this world is absolutely amazing. The universe and God, the creator, you have to really think. Somebody created all this. This shit didn't just pop up. Somebody created this, but what they created us for is a bigger purpose than what we think it is. Us as humans made it a certain reality that we wanted to live by. This is not the reality that you're really supposed to live by. You got to really understand that. You have to take time out for yourself. And this is why I'm saying this, because I have to learn how to do this myself. You feel me? You have to take time out for yourself to understand who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you will accept and what you will not accept. Because if you accept anything, you will be fucked up. You're going to be fucked up. If you're one of these people that base your emotions or base your character off of somebody else's energy or vibes, you're going to be fucked up. You're going to be fucked up. Like, I'm really being honest with you. You have to learn how to be yourself. You have to learn how to love yourself. Love the skin you in. Love the complexion you are. Love every detail about yourself, because nobody else is going to love that detail. Even if they are, they're not going to love it like you are. You have to live with yourself. You're the only person taking care of yourself, working on your hygiene, feeding yourself, making sure you're all right. Nobody's checking on you. Nobody, even if they do check on you, don't get me wrong. You might have friends, you might have family that can check on you every single day of the week, 7 days a week, 24/7. But they cannot control your mind. They can control parts of it. They can dictate emotions and feelings, but they really can't control your mind, because at the end of the day, you're letting them control your feelings if they're controlling your feelings. They're not in your head fucking with your brain doing this and that. You're allowing whatever they said or whatever they did to either make you feel happy, sad, depressed, or sick. Your brain, you have to, everything is a learning process. The same way you learn how to trace over your name when you was little, to the point to where you could draw your name in cursive now. But at a certain point, you was tracing your name for 3 weeks straight, learning how to write your name. But it's evolution. Now you can write with cursive, but that goes with anything. If you train your brain to understand, to block out negative energy, to accept only the stuff that either brings you happiness, positivity, or knowledge, you're gonna be fine. You can't let the little stuff. The world is always gonna have bad stuff. You cannot have good stuff without bad stuff. There's no such thing as heaven without a hell. As simple as that. If you believe in God, there has to be an opposite of pureness. It has to be. That's how the world works. So without good stuff, there would be no bad stuff. The bad stuff equals out the good stuff, but you're the only person that can dictate what good stuff flows in your head, and the bad stuff, you can't let it dictate you. Like, I'm one of those people. Well, I've got better, but I'm one of those people. I will let something dictate me to the point to where I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't sleep, and I wouldn't even think right, and it wasn't even that deep. I'm still in my 20s. The average lifespan is like 70 to 80 years old. I still got 60 plus years. God forbid if I really make it there. You get what I'm saying? But you have to understand, you have to control your mind to the point to where you have to understand that you can't allow a relationship, a friendship, or any human being to really make you feel less of anything that you already think of yourself. But it starts with yourself, because if you think you're not shit, if you think you ugly, if you think you don't get along with people, if you think people hate you, you're feeding your own self negative energy. Nobody is telling yourself to think like this. Nobody is doing anything to you but yourself. You have to understand that. You think positive, I'm going to have a great day today. Something bad happened, I'm not going to let it control me. You get what I'm saying? Like, you might have a great day and then you might get a flat tire. You can't let the flat tire ruin your day. You can't. You just because you gotta realize that you're gonna overcome that flat tire and life still goes on. So why would you let it bring you down to the point to where it's fucking you up? You get what I'm saying? Or like a relationship. All right, you might have had an argument with your girlfriend and your boyfriend, and then it's not going the way that you thought it was. At the end of the day, if it's meant to be, and you do your part, and you understand that whatever the argument or the case may be, or whatever the case may be, if you really just think positive about it and handle it the right way, it's always going to come back. The world is going to give you what you ask for if you're doing what you're supposed to do. If you pray, and I'm not saying to any religion, because y'all know me, I don't have a religion. I'm not going to say, go pray to the Bible, go pray on the Quran, go pray to all this other stuff. I just pray to who made us. Because I can't get deep into depth than who did this and who did that, because then that starts a fucking war between right and wrong. There's no right or wrong. There's a God. And we just leave it at that. You pray to the God You pray to the universe because the universe, the stars, everything is a living. Everything is living around you. The plants, the water, the animals, the insects, us, everything on this planet is alive. Is just because it's not talking and it's not 6'3" shooting a ball don't mean it's not alive. It's alive. It's alive. It has a purpose. It's fulfilling its purpose. And everything on the planet coexists with each other. That's why it's here. Everything on this planet that's alive is alive for a reason, to benefit another living thing. Everything. So you really got to understand, when you think positive, not even positive, because it really is hard. The world we live in, we got this election going on. You got these two, like I don't mean to say it like this, but you got these two white men going back and forth. It's like the grown people circus. You just got grown-ups. This is like, I don't even know what it is. This is like a grown-up Super Bowl. Oh, my team is better than yours. My team is better. When at the end of the day, they're on the same team. Win or lose, they're both, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, none of this shit matters. This voting shit doesn't matter. You think that they're going to take every fucking American, tell us to go vote, and then our vote really counts towards anything? That shit is already predetermined. They make you go vote just so you can feel accomplished about doing something that doesn't mean shit. You ever think about that? Like, I'm not saying that voting's wrong. Like, yes, I went out to vote because that's what they said is cool to do. That's what they say do, because they say, yeah, when you go write in your little numbers and you put the slot in, that they're going to read it and say, oh, yeah, Diamond Hova voted for this person. They're not looking at my fucking name. They're not looking at your name. They're not looking at none of our names. They're not tallying up none of this shit. They just make it seem it's like a game show. It's literally like a game show. Everything that you might see on TV or a movie is slowly becoming real life. Biden ain't no better than Donald Trump. And can't nobody tell you why they voting for Biden, minus they don't like Trump. That's the sad shit. Can't nobody genuinely tell you. You might see all these people running around with their head cut off, running around crazy. I gotta go vote. Cast your vote. Black lives matter. All this other shit. Black lives do matter, but you gotta understand, at the end of the day, you're screaming Black lives matter, voting for somebody of the opposite of what you believe in, but you don't even know what you believe in to go vote for the other person you just did. We're not going to win no matter who's in office. We're still going to be dying. We're still going to be treated like shit. Black people still are going to be getting slaughtered on the news. We're still going to have people living in poverty. We're still going to have Nigeria going through what they're going through. We're still going to have mass murders. We're still going to have everything. You want to know why none of this shit matters, and why politics and governments and all this bullshit does not fucking matter? Because at the end of the day, as human beings, as the human race, as human beings, from me to you to everybody around the world, we are not one together. We're not together at all. We're not together at all. That's why humans will never thrive as good as possible. God put us on this planet to learn, to create, to love, and we just took it to a whole nother thing. We're not one. We're never going to be good. This earth and us as people is never going to be great. We're never going to be great. We don't love each other. And that's a mentality thing. That's all in your mental. You gotta think about that. We're all human beings. There's no such thing as a fucking race. I hate when people be like, oh, I'm black, I'm Asian, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that. You're a human being. You're a human being. If everybody, you got to think about this though, because this is going back to the good and the bad. If everybody loved each other, there would be no bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, there wouldn't be no bad. So you kind of really need it, but we took the bad level to skyrocketing points to where it's literally destroying our planet. We don't love each other. We don't condone each other. We don't do anything. Everything is war. I'm better than you. You can't do this. And it's always two sides to everything. It's never just one. We can never come together as one. We never can do anything that really helps out each other. We always fighting, we always doing this, we always doing that. We have to get better, and we're never going to get better. We're never going to get better. How long humans been on this planet and how long we've been suffering? We're never going to get better. But you got to understand that mentally, God gave you this gift to understand what your purpose is on this life. God gave you the ability to understand what a human feels like, to breathe, to go outside, to walk, to talk, to be on planet Earth. He gave you that ability to learn what you're supposed to do on this planet, love yourself, spread what you know to other people, and just be happy and thankful for who you are and learn who you really are, like the person who you really are inside, not the flesh, not this person. Yeah, you're a human, but you got to understand there's something inside of your body that's is bigger than what you see every day. You got to think about this. You got to become that person, because you are that person. When this flesh rottens and this is 6 feet under, and when Diamond Hoover dies the day that happens, best believe I'm still alive somewhere. The human version of me died. I died. Yes. But you got to even understand, when you die, there's nothing bad about that. That's the only guaranteed thing on this planet. Life is the most beautiful thing ever, and you're still going to die. You're not guaranteed to be rich. You're not guaranteed to be a millionaire, a ball player, a entrepreneur, or stripper. None of this other shit. But you're guaranteed to die. But you know what your purpose is, and you know what you have to do. Understand what you was made for. You didn't have to be born. Your mom and dad could have had sex and gave birth to 50 other fucking kids, but no, you were born. You got to understand that all these people on this planet, and here's another thing about the mental shit. All these people on this planet were born with their own agendas and their own story, their own guidelines and whatever else. So you can't really let nobody else's story or anything interfere with your life. You get one life. You don't want to ruin it worrying about shit that don't matter, not eating, not sleeping, letting it really eat you apart, because you only get one life. You only get to be this person one time. I'm not going to say one life, because I'm really not sure how that works, but you only get to be this person one time. You want to be able to look back at yourself like, damn, I was really struggling. I was crying. I wanted to kill myself. I was drugged up. I was doing this. I was doing bad stuff to people. I was shooting, robbing, killing. For what? For what? Come on, like we got to do better as people. Learn to control your mind, but you cannot control your mind. You can't control your mind if you don't have self-love for yourself. You have to learn how to love yourself, and you have to learn how to control yourself. Because if you love yourself and you are able to control yourself, number one, you won't allow shit that bothers you into your life no more. Anything that you feel as though bothers you, it doesn't bring you love, doesn't bring you positive energy. When you love yourself, you won't even allow weird shit like that to even try to enter your life. You'll stop it before it even comes. That's not good for me. I don't even want that. Because you're so in tune and connected with yourself that you're not even going to want anything bad in your life. You're only going to want the stuff that makes your spirit happy, feed yourself, that feeds your soul, that makes you feel happy. At the end of the day, it's all about being happy. Because the bad stuff can control you and make you do stuff that you don't even think about doing or don't want to do. Why can't happiness is probably the most unpaid, like it's the most priceless thing on the planet, but it costs the most. Being happy, like that might sound fucking crazy to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It might sound absolutely absurd to you. Being happy is probably one of the most priceless things on this planet. Really try to be happy. I promise you. Just try to be happy. Think about positive shit. Watch how hard it is. I'm talking about 7 days a week, 24/7, every day, 365 days a year. Try that shit. That shit's damn near impossible. And you want to know why? It's because the world that we live in. But you got to understand the world that we live in is made up. Once you understand that the world that we live in is made up and everything around us is fucked up and made so we can always feel bad and feel like we're not loved or not good enough, the minute that you understand that all of that stuff is man-made and not what God had intended for you, you're going to be amazing. And the minute you find that out, I want you to come back to this video and just leave a heart. I don't want you to thank me. I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to acknowledge that you became who you were meant to be. I'm not better than you. I don't know more than you do. I just sit back and observe and have a better understanding of stuff so I can relate a message to people that may not know what I know or struggling with the same stuff that I'm struggling with, just to show them that they're not alone. You know how many people woke up this morning and didn't want to wake up? You know how many people was drugged up yesterday or tried to commit suicide because they felt like they wasn't loved? For what? You felt like you're not loved by other humans they're not put on this planet to really love you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really got to understand that you really only got yourself. And once you really understand that and you really have yourself, that's all you need. You was born by yourself, you're going to die by yourself. Make sure y'all make sure that y'all eat good. Make sure that y'all treat yourself good. Make sure that y'all always keep positive thoughts and praise yourself. God comes first and yourself comes second, then everything else comes third, because after you have God and you have yourself, everything else is going to fall naturally in your hands and in the way that you like it to be. And it's straight up. Make sure that you take care of yourself. I love y'all and have a great day.